blend of the guitar, piano, and melodic bass lines, reggae music has for centuries warmed the hearts of music lovers worldwide. Reggae music, widely believed to have originated during the era of the slave trade, is a genre first developed in Jamaica in the 1960s. Meanwhile, the music form made its return to Africa in the 1970s. At the time, the most popular music form in most parts of Africa, particularly West Africa, was highlife, and Ghana was no exception. During the 70s, Bob Marley and the likes of Peter Tosh were brewing what came to be known as the most recognizable form of reggae, the roots reggae, which was not so different from early reggae, but only had small refinements and in most cases was characterized by lyrics grounded in the Rastafarian movement's Back to Africa message.
Reggae is music that is
syncopation of rhythms that emphasizes on the third beat.
Reggae is one drop where you have tune to tune to. That's what we call a one drop.
And of course, the belief in one living God, Jah. Bob Marley went on to become the most successful to this day and biggest exporter of that particular subgenre and reggae in general to the world.
One love, what about a one heart, what about let's get together and feel alright.
Well, I break it down into two separate lines. There is the musical side and the culture side. The people who have actually taken up to the culture, try to live the Rasta life, and then there's another strand of people who have taken to the music itself.
And also in Ghana, the likes of young Pat Thomas, Tommy Darling, and Amachi Dede were unknowingly pioneering the emergence of reggae music with their highlife songs, which relied mostly on bass guitar chords, staccato-style keyboards, horns, and lyrics that were mostly on love, peace, unity, hardships, and money, all making sublime relation to the reggae genre.
Reggae music would normally borrow from a standard R&B composition structure. So reggae music would go from an intro to a verse, say 2 verses, go to a chorus, go to a verse, do a middle 8, come back to an instrumental break, do a chorus, a verse, and then a coda.
By the 80s, Bob Marley and reggae's impact could be felt in Africa and in Ghana particular. His influence and impact in the country led to a revolution in the music industry. This saw the birth of groups and personalities like Roots Anabo, Simple Man Kante, CST Amankwa, and Felix Bell. In essence, the impressive music career of Roots Anabo earned him an invitation to perform at the defunct Sunsplash in Jamaica.
Ghanaians who loved reggae music, you know, who lived in the UK around that time, came home to Ghana and brought LPs.
The interesting thing is that around that same time you have the likes of Johnny Nash,
Big Youth,
Jimmy Cliff,
Yellow Man,
Bob Marley and the Wailers, and at the latter time, Culture, serenading Ghanaians with reggae music.
Roots Anabo's return to the country led to a revolution of reggae music, which gave rise to the local crisis band of the University of Ghana, Legon, which then had Rocky Dawuni, one of Ghana's biggest international reggae artists, as its lead singer.
They gone down all our heroes in a cold-blooded murder. Try to stop this movement from growing much further. Jaja give us power to cross every border. Hey DJ, press rewind and come again. African reggae fever, catch it. There will be no cure when you get it.
Some of us who are reggae aficionados, there's a vexed issue, the issue of the linkage of marijuana, weed, with reggae music.
There's a new line of people who love reggae music, they love the culture, but they will never wear the colors or anything just to show, don't have a dreadlock or anything, but in their hearts they are reggae lovers.
If you look at gospel music,
Don't you see, my brother, that life is so short? It passes so quickly and soon it's gone.
You feel such a heavy presence of reggae beats in gospel music. Question I would like to ask is, are you going to make a linkage with cannabis usage and gospel music? No.
The late 80s and early 90s saw reggae take a transformation that was to change the genre and produce a generation of successive hits. However, hip-hop's growing global influence in the 90s affected reggae, and the result is what's presently known as ragga or dancehall music.
Dancehall is music that makes you move your body, music that has a lot of story. Dancehall has a vibe.
He's a reggae child, a child of reggae music, because it's dancehall reggae. So it's the rhythm and the kind of singing.
As a matter of fact, the ragga or dancehall genre is not a novelty, but just a comeback of what was then known as dub music, performed by the likes of Iroy, the Silvertones, Big Joe and Faye in the 60s and 70s. Ragga or dancehall became the new name of the game, and acts like King Yellow and Shabba Ranks quickly became its icons.
The creation of dancehall music is more like a modern reggae.
It's like a storytelling thing that you can put a lot into one, and at the same time you can move your body.
The new spin-off genre became quite influential most parts the world over, and Ghana as well. The country awoke to the music and voices of General Marcus, Rutai, Yogi Doggy, Sonny Bali, covering early to mid-90s.
Dancehall music being violent and talking, explicit lyrics, and it's not a Ghanaian thing. It's a Jamaican thing, because that's the life.
Dancehall, you can see all kind of things in it.
If you want to say cup, you don't find a new word for cup. If you want to say cup, it's cup.
Last man standing, rifle shot, move the goalie banking.
There are other artists who do songs to fight the negative lyrics that other artists chat.
Anybody want to do dancehall music? First of all, you have to be outspoken. You have to be explicit in all things. In love, explicit in your mind, in your movement. That is part of the culture.
Whatever culture they have there, that's what they talk about in their music. Our culture doesn't have that negativity.
It's not rowdy as you are violent, but as rowdy as in speaking your mind.
Where them I do, where them I try, my road will fly into the sky.
I think those songs should not be given too much airplay. They should be played in the dance.
Samini at the time was a protege to Sonny Bali. He later became the torchbearer of the reggae subgenre dancehall, and has moved on to be recognized as the king of dancehall in Africa.
King Ashanti International. He formed the movement that allowed us to have a place where we could identify our talent. I was sitting at Gold House one hot afternoon. After a few drinks, there was some beats playing from the speakers, so I was just shouting on top of my voice, singing, and then I got a tap from my shoulder. I turned around and it was Sonny. I know Sonny in the area. I know him as a star,
When the princess gone, she left her all in the natty, all in the natty.
And then Sonny's like, come with me. I walk with him, and then he's like, this is not where you're gonna be using your voice. So from now on, you're gonna come with me to the studio. Let's go. So we walked that afternoon straight to an Ashanti International studio, and that's where it all started.
Best African act.
Batman Samini!
This is Mobo, music of black origin, and I come from Kobo, the continent of black origin. Yeah, from West Africa, Ghana. The name is Thank you very much. The name is Batman Samini, and I dedicate this award to my mom, to my record label, to everybody who's pushed me to this level. I say one love and long live Mobo. Boy!
Girls everywhere.
Having won many awards in that respect. Whilst these transformations were ongoing, the main genre, reggae, did not lose its shine in the country as Sheriff Gali, Black Prophet and Shasha Mali tirelessly pursued a career in reggae.
One cannot talk about the development of reggae music in Ghana without mentioning the role of private radio in the development of the genre. TV exposed the videos of the various reggae artists. Actually, they gave an opportunity to our own indigenous reggae musicians to be heard. And so I think it's appropriate to doff one's hat off to them, due respect.
To be the best.
It's not just patois.
There's an interesting story about a local, a Ghanaian who was speaking patois with a Jamaican. And every sentence the Ghanaian spoke, the Jamaican guy had to ask, pardon? Come again, man. Come again, man.
Dancehall is all about knowing what is going on around you. So you have to be in and out, you have to be listening.
You know, you must understand it before you can really reach the top.
About 99% of the songs that Bob made were in English, so he could reach out.
You can't fake the accent. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Like Nigerian pidgin and Ghanaian pidgin.
For me, it is how authentic the rhythm and the melodies are. That is what will put you there. That is what will make anybody understand that this is dancehall reggae music.
So beloved brothers and sisters, what I'll advise is, if you want to do reggae music, you don't need to sing in patois. Sing in English, sing in Tree, sing in Ga, sing in any language in which you feel comfortable and you can communicate.
In spite of the dominance of other music forms on the Ghana music scene, reggae dancehall is still a force to reckon with.
A song must definitely have a theme, and that theme must be well expressed, executed, in the delivery of the lyrics.
Once the rhythm is good and you've got some one or two catchable words in there, I should think it should get an award.
When somebody does something is really good, you know it's good. And if that thing needs to be awarded, you would know it.
Best dancehall music of the year should be the one that carries the message, the one that carries the melody, the rhythm of dancehall music. So when you present it to the world that this is the best dancehall music from Ghana, the world must be able to locate all the dancehall qualities in that music.
They must have that driving dancehall rhythm, and the melodies must be that sweet, like a dancehall song. And for me, that's an award-winning dancehall tune.
Presently, one can count over 10 reggae dancehall artists making heavy strides in the Ghanaian music industry. These include I1, Stoneboy, Natural Face, Kaki, and Jupiter.
Hard work bring a lot of success.
Well, this is Sonny Belly, the girl, Dilly and Dally.
Yeah, Tiny Double and One.
Lingua Cat.
Trigmatic.
Kaki. Boom, bam, bam.
Reggae Dancehall Award.
If you don't work hard, you can't get paid, you understand?
No better turn up.
And the first #1 award show.
It a go big.
And raise it to the sky and let me see your hand.
It a go happen.
Sweet Ghana.
And the biggest thing in Ghana.
Ghana Reggae Dancehall Music Award. Make sure you're in it to win it.
Bim to the world.
We have no reason not to support it. I support it 100%.
Bad man's in there.
Maybe you want to see me up there too. Because they're going to have an award for me. Menke.